All right, I'm sitting here with Anzi, right?
Yes, hi.
I just met you. I was just driving down Kensington Ave, and I saw the under the bridge was getting cleaned out.
Yep, by Clip.
Yeah.
They work with the city to clean out.
And
every 3 days.
I said that's what it is.
It's every 3 days.
So I pulled over.
Encampments. Yeah.
I pulled over and I approached you, and you've been really nice and talkative, and you said you'd help me out with that.
Oh.
So you want to tell me where you're from?
Yeah. So I'm from outside the city. I live in Delco. Well, actually, I live here, but I lived in Delco half my life. Not far into it, so very close to West Philly. You know, I never came out to what they say is cold copping, where you just go out and buy drugs in the open drug market of the streets. I have not done that until more recently, actually, when it was an addiction gone real bad. When the drugs didn't come to me and I couldn't handle it, that was the beginning of all of this. Fortunately for now, my life's a lot different than it was a decade ago, literally. I'm what they call a functioning addict, and I don't know, I consider myself a weekend warrior. Not really every weekend, though. It's more like, you know, I'll dabble every month. I think it has to do with the conditions and the environment I'm in, honestly. When I visit my parents, I don't do drugs. Like, I don't care, you know. When I do drugs, like heroin, I don't get sick afterwards. There's still that residual, like, key and lock where I get a little uncomfortable, but, you know, it's not, I don't get sick from drugs. I'm not a habitual user in a way, I guess.
That's so fascinating to me, and the reason why I wanted to interview you when you told me that, because, I mean, it is damn near impossible to casually use opiates and stuff like that.
Yes, the fuck it is.
So you are the exception to the rule right now.
Right now.
Which, you know...
If it turns bad, I have some support systems and resources. I've been through the ringer, you know, I went to rehab before.
So you did do rehab?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no intention on, like, getting sick from this. It is dangerous. Why do I flirt with death? Like,
especially, you know, with fentanyl right now.
Yeah, it's dead. Most of my friends who were doing drugs, if not 99.99% of them, are already dead and have been dead. And it's weird because when I was getting sober, I was too sober for the fucked up people and too fucked up for the sober people. So I was kind of on my own. But I've always been there, and that's kind of led me on this path, my own path of casually dabbling in this subject here. Yeah. These drugs. Yeah, it's amazing. It almost amazes me that you're able to do that. Just I haven't met anyone. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even believe it in a way. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
How long have you been on this where it's, you know, a dibble dabble thing? How many, is it a year thing now, months?
So I've been homeless for the past 6 months. And being homeless, like, I feel very fortunate. I've gotten lucky. I've been to the shittiest places, though, so I've recently found out. But, like, I've overcome that, you know? And, like, sometimes it's just, like, not discontent, like, straight boredom and, like, just the feeling of oppression and, like, sadness about my environment, you know? Not necessarily my life, but my environment, like... Right now, as a homeless person, it's changed my behavior. I don't contact my friends. I feel weird, you know. I have reunified with my family, which is actually a lot. But I don't like them seeing me fucked up and stuff, so that's why I only do so much. I know earlier I showed you how much I did to start with, you know, and it's like crumbles, and it makes me want a little bit more, but, you know, I don't go over that line because it's dangerous to my health. Yeah, because I'll die. Yeah. I mean, I've done it. I've fell out, you know. Yeah. But as you were saying.
No. I stopped you and I had to take a picture just at how small the amount.
Just the little flakes.
You know, with the brown heroin, you'd fill the whole bottom up.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
What I mean? Totally. So
That'd be a whole bag.
Yeah, a couple bags. Man,
Yeah.
But it's so that's why it's so.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, that just shows you how little bit of amount you need of the fentanyl. And I'm going to post it in the community.
Definitely.
You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the picture
It's unbelievable.
in the video. I'll like edit it into the video right now when we're talking about it so they can see it, because it is like.
And what do you think about that as someone? Like,
it terrifies
are you
me.
like, oh my god?
Yeah. It terrifies me, and it makes me happy that. Well, this is gonna sound horrible.
It's okay.
Fentanyl makes me happy because it knocked the urge for me to ever want to use a hard drug out of my system.
Same.
Yeah.
Because my friends were dying, dead, gone.
Yeah.
And that would be me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should be me.
Yeah.
It should be me several times. But back then, if it were like now, it would be a real sad life for me, even though everything was spaced out before because it was a little bit more scattered.
Yeah.
But now everything is the same.
Right.
And it's just, that would just wipe everyone out in one wave, in my opinion.
Yeah. And even now, like I was telling you, if I were to use fentanyl right now, I'd almost certainly fall over dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? So it's like I can't even go do crack for one night, really.
Really? And there's meth, this, that, and the other in it too? You don't even know.
And and almost everything has fentanyl in it, and it's not worth my life right now.
And that's the point, fentanyl. And I'll tell you this. We're on Kensington, right? When I first came out here for the first time to dabble, I couldn't find dope on the street.
That's so wild.
I couldn't find dope on the street. Everybody was selling crack and ice. I was like, where's the fucking dope? I'm on K&A, baby. Well, Huntington, but still.
But yeah.
They moved it down. Anyway, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, and in the coming on 7 years I've been gone from here, it's like a whole different place. It doesn't, and that, I like that because I don't recognize
you don't want to
anything.
feel that grit.
No, I don't recognize, and I've been away from it so long, that's actually, like, it kind of grosses me out to look at it.
Yeah, it's terrifying. And you see blood on people's shirts and necks and stuff. I might have it right now.
Yeah. No, no, you're all right.
I don't typically do it like I did in there, but, you know, it was quicker.
So what was the reason of doing in the neck or going in the neck? Just quicker?
Just because my veins, they call them jelly veins, so like I could try to hit and they'll like roll over, so I won't be able to get in there, and I'm not that good at it. And then dude said he was, and I know dude, by the way, I know dude, so we're cool. And I'm like, you know what, hit me up, like, got an interview. And
you see, almost, I'd say 8 out of 10 people have open sores right now on their body from shooting up, and that's, I mean, are you dealing with any right now that you know of? Like sore-wise?
No.
Okay.
No,
the reason I asked...
Some sores, I think... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Some sores are strange to me. I'm like, does that just appear after doing it? Sometimes I think, like, face sores sometimes are from falling. Picking too much or something. Yeah, like or picking, But, like, I talked to one kid, right? He seemed... I'm 29 years old, so he was a kid to me, but an adult. So this young man, he just had this huge scab on his head. Yeah. And it's like a circle. So I'm like, is that a sore? Is that a pick? And I'm like, so did that just... Because I asked him myself, because I wasn't sure. I'm like, do they just appear? And he was like, sometimes, yeah. So that could be like what do they call it? Crocodile or something? That stuff really is out here. Yeah. And it could be in what I just used. Wow. And I wouldn't even know. And what the fuck am I doing? Like, are you kidding me? Why am I doing this when I'm healthy? Yeah. What the fuck? I mean, not why. I know why. It's sometimes it's nice to just relax in the situation I'm in. But I'm confident in myself that I will continue to be this dabbler because I do want a different lifestyle. I want to live a simple life. You know? That's how I got sober. I wanted to live a simple life, if you know what I mean. Now, do you have any
ambitions or the want to get sober in the next couple weeks, months, or whatever? Or are you content in your run right now?
I'm content in my run right now.
I like the honesty.
And I'll tell you why. Like I said, I'm not going to ever make myself sick, so I'm going to spread it out. It might be torture, but it is what it is. Maybe I will stop. Mm-hmm. But what I'm thinking really is I'm going to be dabbling a little bit. I'm waiting on my housing.
Okay.
I'm homeless,
So real quick, where do you sleep at night?
So I sleep in a temporary homeless shelter facility. The only respite shelter in the city. So basically, it's a group of women. I have a spot to sleep every night, guaranteed.
Oh, okay.
Basically,
good.
yeah.
And so you just have to be there by a certain time?
Yes.
And then you have to leave by a certain time?
So usually they kick you out at a certain time,
mm-hmm.
but not here. Here, you have to be home by 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. You leave out in the morning if you want. You can stay. You just have to stay out of your dorms.
Now, do they make you, I guess not, like, pass drug tests or anything like that?
No, because it's a wet shelter, which means people can get fucked up or get high or use drugs, drink on the outside, but you cannot bring it in. I respect the place that I'm in so much that I don't bring anything in.
That seems like a good spot from what you just described,
and they do care about you.
That seems like a good spot.
They will call an ambulance. They'll have you sit in the observation chair if they have to. Last night I was denied my sleep medication, but that's okay,
Yeah. But so they at least give you.
They monitor the shit out of you.
That's good.
They care too.
Yeah, that's good.
It's really hard to find love out here.
Yeah.
With people who oversee your facility, it's real hard to find someone who it's like I'm nobody's baby sometimes. Like at one point I was like, I don't have my mommy. I know I'm speaking like a child, but no, that's my mommy.
It's a valid.
I love my mommy.
It's all valid.
We have a weird relationship. Like it's not very strong. We're rebuilding it, but like in my heart, that's my mommy.
Absolutely.
And to have the supervisor be such a comfortable person, to be
maternal figure.
Maternal friend, whatever, both. Mm-hmm. And to be hugged and be like, I am someone's baby. Like that's good to feel sometimes, because I know people who don't have family, and I can't imagine. It breaks my heart, man.
Yeah. I always say when I'm interviewing people and stuff, and probably getting redundant at this point, but the reason I was able to get off the streets was the amount of support I had waiting for me when I decided to get clean. Exactly. A lot of these people don't have any of that.
Mm-mm.
And
they won't have a roof over their head in general.
Yeah.
Basic shelter, No, but continue. I'm sorry. I feel like there's a little bit more there.
No, not at all. It's such a frustrating thing, because you guys, you seem to have a little bit more support, what you say, but a lot of these people have absolutely nothing, and
I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them, and I consider some of my friends.
Yeah. Well, you guys are going through a lot together on a daily basis, so
These are the coolest people I met, and I tend to meet people like me who are I like to say honest.
Yeah.
More honest.
Yeah. I tend to see that addicts are, for the most part, good people.
Yeah.
Just messed up in the game.
And exactly. And you never know where somebody's at. And if someone's at their wits' end, but their pockets full and they're cashing in and cashing out, it's that might get dangerous.
Absolutely.
Especially down here.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Now, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Not only the drugs, though. There's a lot of sex work. I support sex workers. I support women. I'm a feminist. Everyone should be. Feminism is women's rights. That's it. Nothing crazy about it.
Right.
No hatred. But yeah, I see women on the streets every day. Yesterday, I saw a man trying to rough up a woman for money. Obviously, it was sex work. He probably did something. It was obvious and clear to see. And I'm kind of nutty. So I don't notice, but I get myself into the middle of the street, and I'm eating a lemon cake, one of those $2 square cakes, right? Yeah. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And I throw it at the guy. And he's like, fuck you. I'm like, what? You feel this big over hitting a woman? You should feel that big. Start freaking out. And then everyone was like, Keisha. And then he walked away.
Yeah.
Because that's the code word for cops. So we're trying to protect the women by making the man feel like there's cops around.
I have almost every woman I've interviewed is, that's how you get your money down here a lot of the ways.
And I don't.
That's
In my active addiction, I didn't either. It's not that I'm proud of it or anything.
You just didn't have to do it at the moment.
I would rather have killed myself. That's where I was in my addiction.
I get it. And I see these, the stories, though. One girl was saying she gets raped on a weekly basis almost, just because she passes out in the trunk in people's cars.
Exactly. And that happens all the time.
She says she'll wake up in a bush somewhere.
Yeah.
After the guy's done, just throwing a bush.
Terrible. That's like a dead body you're throwing out, but she's alive. Yeah. And she has a mother and a father. Yeah. Could have kids. That could be your sister.
Yeah. I talked to this other girl yesterday. I sat with her for about a half hour. I didn't videotape it. She didn't want her face on, which I respect, Yeah. But she said there's a lot of girls just coming up missing down here.
Yes.
A lot.
I know a missing woman. It's been a decade since she's been missing. I don't know. Should I name drop? I want to bring
it out there. I don't
because I live in Delco. So the woman who went missing, her mother was the administrator in my school.
Oh, okay.
We had a good relationship at the time. I was always late. She was very nice.
What's her name?
So her name's Amanda DeGuio.
Okay.
She went missing a decade ago.
You know what? I've seen the Facebook stuff about her. Absolutely.
And she's this woman's child and the older sister to one of, I don't know, I have like friends of friends, I do not know her.
Yeah.
But my heart goes out to her and the family. And like this one story I heard from one of my other friends, okay, she's more of an associate, but friends are hard to find these days, let's put it that way, especially if they're alive.
Yep.
But I have a genuine care for this person. I just choose not to associate with them. Why? Anyway, she said that these guys, she typically, sex works around, or I said that like an idiot. Anyway,
it's all good.
They locked her in the trunk of their car and raped her for 3 days and then let her out. And I was just like sick in my stomach, like heartbroken, sick.
Yeah.
For her. Like, I still feel that. I can't imagine what she's doing today, and I can't believe she's still alive.
And then a lot of the girls say, they'll just, you can't go to the cops about this shit, because the cops might just rape them too,
and the cops do it too. Yes, there's a hotel around Girard in this area, and it's an hourly hotel, so it's for people to do sex work and get high. But I think it's mostly like the cops and pimps making the money.
Yeah.
There is actually a book called The City of Brotherly Love. I know that sounds so generic, but I forget exactly where I heard this book. It might have been on like NPR like over a decade ago. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. But it was speaking about an informant and how the cops got involved with excluding certain blocks like on Kensington and Allegheny.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't patrol there. They wouldn't bust anyone there, but they would have the informant go. It was just a huge operation. Much more than I can even explain.
The war on drugs in North Philly was a wild thing to experience.
And this was only one circumstance.
I remember the raids.
You know what I'm talking about?
I just remember the raids they used to have.
That's exactly from,
The war on drugs failed. It failed miserably, and we're looking at the end result.
Yeah, right? Point the gun at me, right? The war on drugs.
Yeah. So you have you know where to reach out if and when you're done.
Yes.
So you have all and you are a smart woman. I can tell that really easily just by talking to you. I knew from the first 5 minutes I talked to you over there that I was going to interview.
Fair enough.
Down here, a lot of people, their minds are just gone, and it's sad.
That's true. And like the girl I was talking about, the 3-dayer in the trunk, she's
Yeah.
I thought she was being smart ass with me one time, and I was like, what? And then I just realized that's how she talks now.
Yeah, it's sad.
And I was like, I'm so sorry. I really am. You know, I apologized to her and all that junk.
Yeah.
Well, not junk. I apologize.
Yeah.
She deserved it. She's
No,
a
but,
very
like,
nice girl.
And a
Woman.
lot of the people have serious mental illness, and so I don't want to put them on video.
And you never know what's going to happen or what's going to provoke what.
Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to do this in a respectful way and you know, show what an addict goes through on a daily basis down here, you know?
I'll tell you, it's fucking hard. Not for me, but for them.
Yeah.
Why are they out here? Do you know what I mean? It's hard for them. Why do you want, it's what, 37 degrees? Why are we out here?
Yeah.
I mean, I have somewhere to go at night, but that's on my own choosing. If I were a full-blown addict still, I would not have a place to go.
Yeah.
So, there's that for you.
Yeah, no, I genuinely hope you can continue to use like that. I
appreciate it.
Personally, I have my doubts.
Got a little jelly?
Yeah, I'm jealous, and my doubt is out of strict jealousiness if you're able to do that.
I appreciate that.
You know? That's just...
It's weird, isn't it?
My doubt is mostly hating right now because I can't do that.
That's how I used to feel. I'd be like, how can you do this?
But, you know, that part of my life's over. I'm happy with my medical card and all that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Me, I have doctors, I'm on medication. I'm in the middle of being off of, like, I take Adderall, but, like, I have autism, ADHD, and borderline.
Okay.
So I need the Adderall. You know what I mean? I don't need the, like, little bits of it. I need, like, a lot of it, right? So I'm prescribed that, but I've just had so many problems with my insurance company, and I think that the fact that I haven't been on my medication, my Adderall, for 6 months is why I feel like a vegetable.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why not feel relaxed? I mean, I didn't think this through and decide to go down. I went down on a bad day.
Yeah.
I had a bad time when I came down.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, I'll dabble. And you know what? It's fucking working. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I wish you the best dabbling down here.
I know, right? The second I get sick, I'll think of you.
Yeah, 'cause you know what, I mean, you know just as well as I do. You are playing with fire.
I am playing with fire. But let me tell you this. I have more heart in the game now. I care about myself.
That's good.
And I want to live a normal life. And I'm going to. Good. I'm going to.
Right,
but I promise myself.
I'm going to hold you to that. I got it on video.
Yes,
all right.
Of course.
All right, thank you so much for the interview.
Absolutely. Thank you for speaking with me.
I'm going to be looking for you and following up and getting some more information.
Absolutely.
This has been a blast.
I'll probably be here for the next 6 months. Well, you know, around.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Anzi.
Thank you.
All right.